his observations were so empirical, of course.
Yes, absolutely.
Of the development of the child and the not quite the theory of mind, that wasn't his thing, but similar developments and signposts where people become aware of self.
Okay, so now Piaget looked specifically at the development of morality, and he was one of the first people to emphasize the importance of games.
Yeah.
And what he showed was that at 2 years old, let's say, a child can only play a game with him or herself.
Yeah.
But at 3, both children can identify an aim and then share it in a fictional world. So that's partly pretend play and the beginnings of drama, and then cooperate and compete within that domain.
Yeah.
And then what happens, and the game theorists have shown this, is that out of games, morality emerges.
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example. This is a crucial example. So if you pair juvenile rats together, the males, they have to play. They have to rough and tumble play because their prefrontal cortexes don't develop properly if they don't. Anyways, they have to play. You pair a big rat and a little rat, teenage rats together, and the big rat will stomp the little rat.
Yeah.
First encounter. So then you say power determines hierarchy.
Yeah.
Okay, but then you pair the rats multiple times, like 50.
Yeah.
Then if the big rat doesn't let the little rat win 30% of the time, the little rat will stop inviting him to play. And so you get an emergent reciprocity even at the level of the rat.
Yeah, that is,
and it's
fascinating, isn't it? It's not dissimilar to the theory of mind games that were devised by Simon Baron-Cohen and others in the question of showing how neurodivergence develops in the autistic spectrum, for example. But one of the things so interests me at the moment, because of the pandemic, which is slightly close to this, that you might be able to help me with, is I've been very interested in, as I have been over the years, at how completely out of favor B.F. Skinner and the behavioralists have become since a man you probably don't admire that much, since Noam Chomsky rather demolished B.F. Skinner famously. And
on the language front.
On the language front. But also the whole nature of behavioralism and looking at rats and their behavior has... But when it came to this pandemic, one of the things that was hidden from the public was that every country had its scientific committees, which were mainly composed, of course, of virologists and epidemiologists and immunologists, but always behaviorologists too. Because the secret to getting out of the pandemic wasn't just following science and tracking a microbe, an invisible virus in the air. It was how people would take it. And